There we are!
Hi!
Arigato! Welcome! Welcome to another episode of Germany 101, where today we're gonna talk about German schools. But I'm not alone. Who's this? Who's this cute girl who transferred to my class? Oh my gosh. What's your name?
Who?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Miya. Hi.
Oh my gosh, Miya, introduce yourself to the class. Tell us more
Okay.
about yourself.
Hello, class. I'm Miya. I'm a sock. I'm one of the new members of Project F, and I'm really happy to meet you all.
Woohoo! Say hello to your new friend, Miya Mareena from Project F. What was your generation name again? It was Stygian, right?
Stygian, yeah, second generation Stygian.
Oh my gosh. I already got a crush on the new girl, but shh, don't tell her.
I
Eita!
heard that.
No, you didn't. Shut. You did not.
I did hear that. I did hear that.
No, you didn't hear anything. Demo! We'll be telling you about what school is like in Germany. Miya, in your humble opinion, do you think the Americans are gonna be shocked? Do you think they're gonna be shocked?
I don't know. I actually don't know, man.
You don't know.
No, I don't know. We'll see.
Starting out with kindergarten. This is actually a word that they got, that they stole from us. They call kindergarten. Kindergarten. Wow, what did you call it when you grew up?
But I recently heard that kindergarten for them is like also first grade, kind of.
Eh? What do you mean?
I don't know if that's true. Like for us, it's like preschool.
Mm.
But in America, it's apparently like first class, like first grade as well. But I'm not sure if that's true. I just saw that on TikTok, so it could be false.
Americans, verify. Americans, fact check. Hey, duh. So, what was your kindergarten like, huh?
It's been many million years since I went to kindergarten. But it was nice. It was just a lot of games and a lot of crafting. Games and crafting and napping.
Oh, is it like the crafting, like where you make like for Mother's Day, like the little like, I don't know, like a cup or a card or something?
Oh, see, preschool is optional. Kindergarten is basically first class. Yeah, it's different for us. We have preschool, and we call that kindergarten. And then we have elementary schools starting with the first grade.
Yeah, for us, kindergarten is from 3 to 6 years old, usually. And you just play. Yeah. And it's like, oh my gosh, we gotta teach the children to be social. Social children. I was not a social child. I got bullied in kindergarten.
I hated it.
No. Well, you know, like, did you have like any popular girls in kindergarten, or was that just my unique experience?
No popular girls. I don't even think any of us really. I don't know. I don't think we had the mental capacity to have an opinion on anyone. I mean, we were tiny.
Oh my gosh. For me in my kindergarten, like your social rank was determined like at the start of kindergarten. You got like a little pin with like a symbol on it, and like you'd put it like if you go to the playroom, you put your pin on the playroom like on a little map, right? And your social status was determined by your pin, and I had a chicken. I had a male chicken pin that no one else wanted. And I was the bottom of the barrel. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. No, the only thing we had is like you had groups. Like each kindergarten had like a class, which was like called groups, and each group had an animal name.
Oh, what was yours?
So we had the Bienengruppe and the Katzengruppe and stuff like that. And I was in a cat group.
Oh, cat group. That sounds like the popular. Yeah, I'd like to be in a cat group.
So that was nice because the cat group was kind of like the cool group. Everyone wanted to be the cat group.
Oh, I see. At the top of the hierarchy in the cat group.
Yeah.
We were sorted by colors. I was in the green group, and we did not get along with the yellow group. Everyone hated the yellow group.
I can see that.
Well, if you think about it, isn't it kind of like Harry Potter houses? Kind
of, yeah.
Like you get assigned a color or an animal.
That's so stupid.
Oh, did you know that the house thing, like that's an actual thing, like some countries do?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, apparently I saw it online. I saw it online. That's such a strange thing to do to people, and that's like not kindergarten. That's like in high school or something.
That's so weird. Why would they make them competitive? That sounds so unhealthy.
Kind of. But I mean, then again, we also got split into animal groups in kindergarten.
Yeah, true.
What was your? Okay, this is a very frank, a very forward question. What was your most embarrassing moment in kindergarten?
I don't think I ever had an embarrassing moment.
Never?
I was lucky. No, I don't think so.
Really?
The only things I can remember is playing and napping and eating and crafting and collecting like the snails with the houses.
The snails with the houses.
Yeah.
As opposed
like
to
not
snails
slugs,
who don't
but snails. Yeah, I mean snails and not slugs. That's all I remember.
And collecting snails. All the children collect snails.
It's so fun. They're so cute.
They're not cute. They're ill. Ew.
They're cute. No, they're not ill. They're cute.
Oh my gosh. As a child, I was kind of weird. I was played with like bugs and like worms and stuff. And I would like experiment with them. Which probably got me on some kind of kindergarten teacher watch list. But and nowadays I'm afraid of bugs.
What? What did you do to the bugs?
Oh god. Well, I buried them alive. I ripped them apart, and yeah.
Tell me it was for science.
Yeah, science. My 3-year-old science.
I would have been terrified of you as a grown-up. If you were a child, I would have been so terrified of you.
Oh my gosh, me too, probably. I was a very scary kid.
Oh, I'm happy you're afraid of bugs nowadays, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I'm super scared of spiders. I hate them.
I will save you from the spiders, it's fine.
You're not scared of spiders?
No. I just carry them outside.
Really? Not even like the big ones?
No, they're cute.
What do you mean they're cute? What do you mean
They're cute? They're like little hamsters.
Hamsters?
Yeah. Especially the hairy ones, they're exactly as soft as hamsters.
Oh my god.
Really?
Oh my god.
They're very sweet animals.
I don't think they have the emotional capacity to feel remorse for their violent actions.
Me neither, but that's a different story, I guess.
Oh my gosh, someone once put like a Weberknecht on me and I passed out because I was so scared.
Those are those the ones with the wings or without the wings?
Those are the ones without the wings, I think. Just like the ones, yeah, with the long legs. I passed out.
Daddy long leg, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, daddy long legs for some people are like different animals. Yeah, Ellie told me about that. Yeah. In the UK, apparently they're like flying bug creatures, but here they're the ones. Spiders.
They're the ones with wings. They look like Weberknechte, but they have wings. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the. Oh my gosh, they're weird too. They're weird too.
But they're easy to kill. They're usually not very fast, so you can slap them.
But still, why would you slap them with your hand? With your hand?
Why? You need to use something. What if you don't have anything? You need to get rid of them. They annoy you.
You're gonna have bug juice on your hand, beetle juice.
Do you never wash your hands?
I know, but it will always be tainted. The beetle juice.
No.
Oh gosh, what are you? Ita, did you do any like projects like in your kindergarten? We had like a circus day, for example.
A what?
A circus day, where like we like a bunch of like circus people came in and like they taught us to juggle, and they made us do like backflips.
That's such a German thing, bro.
Is it?
I mean, we had like you know, like kindergarten always have those like summer festive things where they invite all of the parents and stuff. We had this a
Yeah.
lot. I remember
Oh.
one time we had this, and in Germany there's this very trendy thing when I was growing up, which was Barfußwege.
Ah.
So you would walk through different types of grounds with your bare feet. And we made one of those. So you walked across
Oh.
like gravel and stones, and then grass, and then one area where it was like mud, and then the
Wow.
last area is water to get all of the dirt off.
Oh.
And
That's
I
interesting.
fell into the mud. I remember that so clearly. I fell into the stupid mud, and my mom came over and put me in a freaking dress. In a dress. I hated it. I hated that dress. I was so angry.
In a dress while you were still covered in mud?
No, she cleaned me and then she put me in a dress because my clothes were covered in mud. I was wearing such a cool Power Ranger sweater and she put me in a freaking dress, man.
Oh my gosh.
I was so angry.
I'd be angry too if they took away my Power Ranger sweater.
Right? It was so cozy.
Oh my gosh, I also ate dirt once. We had like a kindergarten bicycle tour. It was like riding like my first little bicycle. And then
with the Hilfsräder.
it didn't have like Hilfsräder. I was like I think 5 at the time, but it had like little pearls attached to the wheels, so it made like fun sounds whenever you rode it.
Oh, you were already a big girl. You could already ride your bike without Hilfsräder.
I never had them. You never
had
My father
them?
was like, "Yeah, you ride this. If you eat dirt, you eat dirt. You're not gonna get Hilfsräder. That's
You're
for
so
babies."
brave.
Anyway, my front wheel got caught on a rock, and I flew face first into a mud puddle.
No.
Yeah. That was not fun. Wait.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That reminds me of a meme. Let me try to look it up. Oh, I found it. I was basically like this. What the? There you go.
I love that picture so much.
I'll put it on screen so they can see it too. Ita, did you have like any like field trips in kindergarten?
Yeah, we had a lot of like trips where we would wander to this place, which was also kind of like a barefoot area. I don't know what this obsession with being barefoot was. Oh, look at you. You're so cute. But yeah, it was called a Kneippbecken.
Kneippbecken?
Yeah, it's this weird thing where you would walk through water barefoot, and it was supposed to be very healthy for your legs and for your blood circulation and stuff. And we would always go there. Like we would go pretty far to get there every freaking time. I don't know why they were so addicted to that.
Ah, interesting. Madaya. What's with your kindergarten and feet? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, man. I just realized that there was a thing with feet happening.
Oh my gosh. Moving on from feet, ito. So the Americans, I think they call it primary school. We call it Grundschule, which is where you go right after kindergarten. How was your Grundschule?
It was honestly, I don't remember anything from the classes except for music class.
Oh.
And all of the breaks and stuff like that where we would trade Pokemon cards and stuff like that. Like that's all I remember.
Oh, you trade Pokemon cards. Oh, that's very
Yeah, it
cool.
was the first generation Pokemon cards back
First
then.
generation Pokemon
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, I'm an
Oh my
old lady.
gosh. You still have them. You might be rich. You got that first gen Charizard.
No, none of those kids had them, and none of those kids had them sleeved as well. Like it was
Ah.
wild out there. It was elementary school.
It was wild. Oh gosh.
Yeah. And then Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the first Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and then we would always
Oh.
draw like whatever anime we were watching on RTL2 back then. It was crazy.
Oh wow, you watched anime in Controller? That's very cool.
Yeah, in my generation, young lady, we had this afternoon TV section on the RTL2 channel where it would only play anime.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like
it was
Sailor
so
Moon?
good. Sailor Moon, One Piece, Naruto, Inuyasha, all of it.
Oh.
Dragon Ball, Digimon.
Digimon.
All of it. Yeah, all of it. Like anything you could imagine from that era, all of it.
Wow, that is incredible. That
It was
is
amazing. It was
incredible.
the best time of my life.
Oh, now I have a question for you. Oh, I almost dragged my chat away. I have a question for you. It's very
Yes.
important.
Yes.
It's do you recognize what's being portrayed in this image?
I do, yeah.
What is it? Please tell our audience.
I don't know what they're called.
Oh mein gosh, du kennst nicht Bruder muss los auf den Pedalos?
What? No, I don't know that meme. What?
No, you don't know.
What do you mean?
What do you
There's
mean
a
you don't
meme
know?
about this?
What do you mean you don't know the? Oh, yeah.
Wait, I
Yeah.
don't know the meme.
You don't know the Bruder muss los auf den Oh, wait.
No.
Wait.
I only knew that those things existed, but I didn't know there was a whole damn meme about that. Man, German memes hit different.
Man, there's not just one. Wait, I'll send you like an assortment. I'll send you an assortment of Bruder muss los.
I know Bruder muss los. Like that meme is like, wasn't that from Sonic?
Oh gosh, I didn't know where it
In the
came
Sonic
from.
movie? I think yes, because they translated "Gotta Go Fast" to "Bruder muss los," I think, and it was really funny.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, there are a ton of there are a
I love
ton
those memes.
of there's so many. There's so many.
I need to get into German memes more, man. They're
Oh, you
always so
do need
good.
to. Oh my gosh. Sometimes on my channel I do like German meme video review. You should come for that too.
Yeah, I would love that.
There's so many of those. I can't believe you don't know them.
Bro. I love this so much.
Did your school have pedalos too?
No.
No.
We did have a lot of other things, but we usually didn't have those. I think they were too dangerous for us. I think the teachers didn't trust us.
Oh, yeah, they were pretty dangerous. Like, we'd often, like, just fall off the back and, like, Hinterkopf auf Asphalt. But the teachers
Yes,
didn't care.
exactly. Yeah, they didn't trust us with that.
Yeah, I feel like our teachers were just prepared to see us die. They did not care. They were like, you die, you die. I still have more.
Yeah, how many do you have?
I have many. So many.
That's so many.
Yes.
I love that.
Oh my gosh, did you have a least favorite or most favorite teacher in primary school?
I remember primary school was like very heavy on the Klassenlehrer.
Yeah.
Like later on you had like lots of different teachers, but I remember in primary school your head teacher of the class, that was the one who taught you the most.
Yeah.
Usually. Because they were it's elementary school math, it's elementary school German. They probably can all teach that. Like it shouldn't be like a big problem. So yeah, most of my classes were with my Klassenlehrer.
Klassenlehrer. Was your
Yes.
Klassenlehrer nice or not?
I don't know, man. As a child, I thought he was okay, but looking back, I'm questioning things, you know?
Oh my gosh, what are you questioning?
Just many things. Like, I remember him coming to our classroom the first time with his long hair and his guitar, and then he started singing right away. I was just like really confused, I guess.
I mean, that's a
But yeah,
fairly cool thing to do.
it was yeah, he wrote songs for us, like children's songs about crossing a street and stuff like that.
Aww, that's pretty wholesome. Oh my gosh, that's very wholesome. I had 2 Klassenlehrer. So one for the first 2 years, one for the 3rd and 4th grade. And my first Klassenlehrer was like a really sweet woman. She was super, super cute. I accidentally called her mom a bunch of times.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
That's normal.
I was the kind of kid who would accidentally call teachers mom all throughout
The
primary
embarrassment
school.
you feel afterwards, I swear. The drop in your belly.
I know. And then like the next teacher we got, he was like a old-ish man. And like I knew him because he gave us like computer lessons. Like we had like 2 computer lessons, like in primary school in 2nd grade. And he yelled at me because I pressed the start button on a computer, like full on screaming, "Don't touch that!" And I was like, but I already know how to turn one on. My parents got one.
What did the computers look like?
Oh my gosh! Oh, they were, oh my god, I don't even remember. They were like really old. Like you know, like
You cannot say that way.
Wait, what?
Don't say that. Like
Huh?
Windows 95 old? Windows XP old? How old?
They were the ones like with the like big box monitors.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the beige
The
ones?
gray ones.
Yeah.
The light gray. Okay. Okay, at least that was the same experience. I thought I was that old, man.
Oh gosh. No, it's not. It's not. It wasn't like it was pretty old computers. But yeah, and then he became my Klassenlehrer, and I was like, oh, my arch
Not
nemesis.
him.
My arch nemesis. No, but he ended up being like a really, really nice person. But
Good. He better be.
my primary school teachers didn't like me. They did not like me. I was a horrible child. I was an awful know-it-all. I was like,
Oh no.
I already solved all of the answer stuff for like this entire lesson. Can you give me something else to do? I'm getting bored here. That was me.
Oh no, you were a Streber.
I was a Streber, yes.
Oh no. I always wanted to be one, but I naturally suck at school. I'm too dumb. It's so sad. But I don't, you know how like some children have those natural, like they from the beginning they just naturally had good grades and stuff like that. I was one of those children who naturally had bad grades and didn't understand why.
Oh gosh. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, I'm your arch nemesis. You know, for my Abi exams, I did not study for a single one of them, and I got 15 points in most subjects.
I mean at the end, since I was an adult when I did my Abi, so I was able to figure out how to get good grades, I guess. So I finished as the best in my year as well. But I had to study. I had to study, yes. A lot.
I guess the thing is, like, I always paid super close attention in class. Like, you know, when someone, like, my seat neighbor tried to talk to me, but I'd be like, shut, I'm listening. And I was just, like, very, very actively listening. And
I would have annoyed you just to be funny, man.
Man, people tried, and I was like, no, shut up, I'm trying to listen.
done that all the time. I would have had such a great time annoying you.
Oh my
No.
gosh. Well, you heard it here first. She would have bullied me in school.
Not bullying. Loving annoyment. I guess. I don't know.
I think that's called bullying.
With love.
Ooh, oh, how are birthdays celebrated in your primary school?
Usually, someone always had to bring like if it was your birthday, you had to bring a cake. Was that normal for you too?
Yeah, that was pretty normal. Although usually didn't bring cake, they brought like gummibärchen, you know, like the little party packets.
Oh, that's good too. I guess for us it was cake or like brownies, anything like cupcakes and like anything that you could actually put into the hand of the child and it could eat it.
Anything that you could put into the hands of the child.
Yeah, well.
Oh my gosh. My mom always brought like self-made like cake pops, you know, like those things.
Oh, those are so modern though.
Are they?
Yeah, we didn't have like the concept of cake pops didn't exist when I was a child. That was that's so modern, yeah.
Oh, I'm not that young. I swear, don't give them ideas.
I'm just old. It's fine.
My chat keeps saying I'm 12. Don't give them a reason to do that.
Well, that's a pretty high number though. So
What do you mean? That's
nothing.
Oh gosh. Oh, did you? Now this is a question about whichever one comes after Grundschule, which in Germany it's different ones. Did you have like restricted sections of your weiterführende Schule, which like only like the seniors could go into?
So back in my day, they changed the school system a little bit. They tried to. I don't know how much it changed ever since then. But back in my day, we still had a very strict Hauptschule, Realschule, Gymnasium. So if you had good grades, you went to the Gymnasium to get the highest education, which was the Abi. And then if you had like normal grades, you went to the Realschule. And if you had bad grades, you went to the Hauptschule. So I went to the middle one.
Realschule.
To the Realschule, yes. And I remember our school was connected to the Hauptschule. Next door. So we couldn't go there, of course, because our schools were not supposed to mix, I guess, during school time. I don't know, man.
We don't interact with the peasants.
Yeah, we don't do that. I don't know. I think it was kind of like I think it's always about being... What is it called again? Versichert.
Versichert? Insured?
Yeah, about insurance. About accident assurances and shit like that. It's always that, yeah. Because if you leave the premises of the school, you're not insured anymore. Kind of like that. German stuff.
It is German stuff, yeah.
But then later on, there was like a smoking area.
Oh.
And you were not allowed to go to the smoking area if you were underaged, for example.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
We still went there.
Oh my gosh. So we had 3 areas that were for like seniors, like the ones in like their final 3 years, Oberstufe as we call it. We had like a cute little Innenhof that was only for the seniors. It's like a, oh gosh, how do you translate that to English? It's like a inside.
I don't know. Wait.
What's the Hof? What's the Hof?
It's an inner courtyard.
Inner courtyard, yes. Oh my gosh, big brain. Inner courtyard.
I googled.
Oh my gosh, I was very impressed. You should not have told me that you googled.
Sorry.
Inner courtyard, that was only for the seniors. And like as a freshman, when I came into school, I was like, oh my gosh, one day I'm gonna be there and it's so cool. Yeah, no one ever went there. But we also had like a senior lounge with like 2 beanbag chairs that were like the pride and joy of all the seniors. And in high school, I was the kid that always slept. So you would always find me in one of those beanbag chairs, just like completely passed out for like 5 hours. Uh,
That's actually so relatable.
mm. Or like you could go inside during the breaks, but only if you were a senior. Um, and like
That's such elitism in your school, man.
I know. And like during my last year of school, I was 17 at the time. During my last year of school, I walked inside and I was like going up the stairs like to my usual beanbag chair, and one of my teachers stopped me, a teacher that I had had in the past, and was like, "Hey, you, back outside." And I'm like, "What?" And they were like, "You, back outside. Did you not hear me? It's the break. You're supposed to be outside." And I was like, "Excuse me, Mr. Insert teacher's name? I'm in my final year. I'm in my final year." Oh my gosh. And they were like, you look like it." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I couldn't go inside.
It's a compliment if they tell you that you look very young.
I mean,
Be happy as long as they do, man.
even now, oh my gosh, I went to like a restaurant a while ago, and the waiter came over and was like, "Okay, so we have like a children's offer for people aged under 15." And I was like, "What?"
12. I'm telling you, Ted.
I keep getting mistaken for being like under 15 years old.
It's been a while for me, not gonna lie. I had it happen one time after I turned 18, where I would go to the, like, I was like 22 maybe back then, and I went to the store and I got some beer and wine for my mom, not even for me. I don't drink. And they asked me for my ID, and beer and wine is for 16-year-old people in Germany. Like, you can buy it when you're 16. So I felt so flattered, man. I was the happiest girl. Like, that was nice. That was a nice day.
Oh my. I once got ID'd for buying a Steam gift card. That doesn't have an age restriction.
What?
It doesn't have one. And they were like,
they were
"Oh, you're
scared
not 18.
that you were spending your parents' money."
They were like, "Yeah, you're not 18. You can't buy the Steam gift card." I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? It doesn't have an age restriction."
They were scared you're spending all of the money of your parents for V-Bucks or something, for Roblox bucks or something like that.
Oh no, not the Roblox V-Bucks.
I don't know what children buy.
I don't know, like the Fortnite Battle Pass.
Oh yeah, Fortnite Battle Pass. Isn't that for free?
Is it?
I thought Fortnite Battle Pass was for free.
No, it can't be. They don't make any money off a free Battle Pass. No way, no sir.
Or like you can earn enough currency from the Battle Pass to get the next Battle Pass or something like that, right? Which is kind of a steal. Blizzard would never.
Oh my god, Blizzard with Overwatch 2. With Overwatch 2. That's an interesting game. Did you play any games in high school?
Yes.
Oh, what?
I played games since kindergarten.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I did. I remember playing Game Boy for the first time and not having the mental capacity to realize that I was the one moving the character on the screen.
What?
And I didn't even understand what I was seeing. That's how young I was.
Oh my gosh.
It's a core memory of mine.
Core memory. What was like your favorite video game to play in high school?
In high school? Do we count... I mean, I went to high school twice, right? I went to Realschule, and then a few years later, I went back to high school to get my higher education. So it depends. During my first time, during my teenage years, I couldn't speak any English. Like I was not capable of passing any English class for pretty much my entire teenage years. And then I picked up Persona 3.
Oh, Persona.
And it was only available in English. You couldn't get it, like there was no German option for that game. So I had to learn English to play Persona 3 because I wanted to play it so badly. And this is how I learned English.
Oh.
Yay!
Sugoi. I also learned English a similar way. A
Really?
similar way, yeah. So be me. Imagine me. In like 6th grade. I got like a C minus or like a D in English. I was trying, but I was not good at it at all. Like I could not understand the grammar for the life of me. And then I started getting into fan fiction. And there was a I liked
Yes!
a very, very, very specific kind of fan fiction.
Which
And
one?
I mean, you saw. I mean, maybe you didn't see, but I do mainly yandere ASMR on my channel, so I was really into yandere fanfiction. And
Of which series?
Oh, I would take literally anything as long as it had yandere. I was like, didn't watch the anime, don't care, It's yandere.
Let's go.
Yeah. Ito, like I read like Attack on Titan yandere without ever having watched Attack on Titan. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, Lever Ackerman yandere, good stuff. Ma.
Perfect.
And I read through all the German stuff available online. I could not find
On
anything.
fanfiction.de?
Yes.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, I was such an avid poster on fanfiction.de.
Same!
Okay, that is very cool. That is very cool. We need to talk a bit more about that. Oh my gosh, Demo. I ran all out of German fanfiction, and I was like, alright, English is the next step. We conquer the next market. And in 2 months, I went from getting like a D+ in English to being completely fluent and winning a national language competition.
Well, that's fanfiction.
Yeah, all my teachers were like, oh my gosh, how did you do it? And I was like, you don't want to know.
Oh my god, I need to tell you how my mom found out that I was reading fanfictions as a preteen, young teen.
Oh
my god. This is the worst story. Nowadays we laugh about it. Nowadays my mom and I laugh about it, but back then, man. I was reading a very smutty fanfiction at 13 on fanfiction.de. So German. No English skills yet. And I remember I was in the middle of a really steamy scene. And my mom came into my room and sat down next to me, and I forgot that I was reading it right now. So she sat down next to me on my bed, and we were talking. I don't even remember what we were talking about because we always talked. I don't know. And suddenly, like she just kept talking, and then suddenly she stops. And I'm like,
gosh.
why are you stopping, Mom? What's going on? And she's like, what the hell is that? I was staring at the smutty scene on my screen. And I was like, no mom, you don't get it, it's a fan fiction. And she, as the German she is, she said, yes, fan fiction, I can see that. She was so angry. She was so angry, man.
Oh gosh.
Nowadays we laugh about it. when I remind her of it, we have to laugh so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Madaya, I once got banned from using my PC for playing Yandere Simulator. My dad walked in while I was killing someone and he was like, what the heck are you doing? And I was like, playing a video game. He was like, you're playing a video game about killing people in a school? Banned. You're not gonna play for a month. And I was like, no.
Oh, that's so perfect. That's a perfect game to get, like, computer verbot for, I swear.
Oh my gosh. I actually had, like, a similar situation with my mama one time. Yes, it wasn't fanfiction, though.
It was even worse.
Yeah, it was.
No!
It was. I promise you it was. I got into reading manga. And, you know, I got them off, like, the suspicious websites on the internet that had, like, pop-up ads, like, every 2 seconds.
Yes!
And, you know, I was just reading my shoujo manga, my favorite shoujo manga. And my mama comes over and she was like, "Oh, what are you looking at there?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just looking at stuff." And like I turned my phone around for her to see. um, and I know. In the 1 second that I turned it, it went from very cute manga panel to I not so cute pop-up ad, and my mom was like, "What the what the hell?" And I was like, "Huh? What do you mean?" And I turned it back and I was, "Ah! Oh no! I promise I wasn't looking at that."
I would have loved so bad. Oh my god! I think that would have been the best moment of my life.
Oh no!
It sounds
terrible.
amazing.
Oh my gosh. Or one time my mama, like I spent a lot of my high school time writing fanfiction. And I was a very, very famous Yandere fanfiction writer. I was very passionate about my craft. And my mama was like, "Oh, what kind of stuff are you writing?" And I was like, "Oh,
no.
gosh, do I need to explain this to you?" And she was like, "Yes, you need to explain it or otherwise I'm gonna take away your PC." And I was like, "Oh no. Oh no."
Oh, no.
So I tried to explain it as vaguely as I could. And my mama, she did not react too well. She was
what
like,
did you do?
oh, she was like super disappointed and like gave me a lecture like, "Did I ever hit your father? Did I ever hit your father? Why are you writing such abusive content like that? I don't understand, Ivy." And I was like, "Oh no."
Those are the type of conversations you will look back to one day and laugh about so hard. It's so nice. I love those kind of things.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, and she was like, "Oh no, where did you learn this from? Where did you get this from? Who told you that was alright?" And I was like, "Wow, it's not that deep. Wow, it's not that deep."
It's just fanfiction, Mom.
Oh my gosh, you said you were on fanfiction.de. So was I. So was I.
Yeah.
What were you posting? What were you reading on there?
So I would not do some of the things anymore today, of course. Like I don't support tipping real people. No,
No.
I don't support that.
No.
I'm very against that. But back in the day, sometimes, like, except for the anime stuff, of course I would read that, right? But I would also read about my favorite bands sometimes.
Oh, did you read the One Direction? I almost said Wrong Direction.
That was later.
Oh.
I did turn into a One Direction fan at like 1920, maybe. I was a little older when that happened. But before that, I read like it's so weird to say.
Yeah.
Can I even share that without like My Chemical Romance fanfictions and stuff like that, like the emo bands?
Ah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they were pretty much out of commission by the time I was around, so I didn't see any My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, it was good stuff. It was very good stuff.
Yeah, I never read like any real life people. Like while I was active, like the One Direction stuff, like when I started, it was all One Direction. And when I like ended my fanfiction phase, it was like all BTS. But I never got into any of those. I was really like the two things I was into on fanfiction.de was Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. I was only in my book fanfictions. Yeah.
Oh, really? I was a big anime fanfiction person. I still kind of am, I guess. I guess I still kind of am. Every once in a while, I go back into looking for new ones.
There's not that many on that side anymore, though, is there?
No.
Yeah,
it's not. I have to read in English now.
Yeah, PN, that site was good while it lasted. I remember like, oh, do you remember like, I don't know if they were as popular in like the anime section, but like when I was reading, there was like a lot of MMFS, you know? Midmach fanfiction?
What? No.
Hey?
Say it again.
You never saw it? Midmach fanfiction.
Oh, the like your name kind of thing in English.
Not that, no. Like they open like applications and you had to send in a character and then like they'd select like a couple of characters.
Oh no,
It's
that
like
was not a thing when I was reading actively.
oh
Yeah, that
oh
sounds new.
really?
Fancy.
It
Yeah.
wasn't like that new. Like even like the Harry Potter section had like its own category for it. Oh, yeah, let me see if I can find it. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since
I
I
don't
was
know.
on
I never
that
really was into own characters and stuff like that. Or like
website.
I always wanted to read about the characters that exist in the world. Usually.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't like the own characters stuff, and I didn't really like the ones where you are part of the story as well. That was never my cup of tea.
Oh, I was the complete opposite. Like stories with only characters from the original work, like they didn't interest me at all. I was like full self-insert reader.
What?
Yeah.
I needed to read about other people. I couldn't insert myself. That was I guess I was too unrealistic to me, and that kind of
Oh.
like destroyed my immersion.
Yeah, no, I was like full self-insert pipeline to shoujo manga reader.
Of course, of course.
Of course. What other pipeline is there?
I mean, you're a Yandere fan, of course you do like that.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean, huh?
I'm very basic in my taste. I like enemies to lovers kind of
Oh my
thing. Like
the enemies
someone
too.
being a bitch and then they still fall in love. Like toxic stuff you would never like in real life. Kind of like that.
I mean, you're talking about that to someone who reads Yandere.
Yeah, but that's you don't have to explain that. That's not things you would like. Like yeah, that's you don't have to explain anything more.
Wow. Did you ever actually write anything on fanfiction.de?
Oh, I did.
Oh.
I should see if I can find my old account. It would be
Oh
so
my
funny.
gosh, I don't think I can. I think I like once got an email like that the accounts are scheduled for deletion.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
But are the stories still up even without the accounts?
I don't know. Don't.
Man, I was writing this really amazing Pandora Hearts fanfiction. What if I ever wanted to come back to it? Like 20 years later or something.
Oh my gosh, what was the first fanfiction you ever wrote, and how bad was it?
It was probably Katekyo Hitman Reborn, and it was really bad.
Oh, like how really bad are we talking?
Like, I have no writing skills at all. Really. I tried writing a book, didn't work. Didn't work. I have no skills.
Oh my gosh. My first ever fanfiction, I think I wrote it when I was like 11. On fanfiction.de. It was a Lord of the Rings fanfiction. It was one chapter with like 200 words. I had first written it down on a notepad by hand and then
Classic.
painstakingly typed it onto my PC with tons of spelling mistakes.
Classic.
And oh my gosh, I was gonna say, it was like an OC type of thing. Where she gets transported into the world of Middle Earth. And oh my gosh, Legolas finds her.
Of course!
Well, it was really, really terrible. It never got a second chapter, but
Oh, that's so cute.
Shite. What
Oh my god, yes, Animex!
Eh?
Oh, do you know Animex?
Is that like a con?
It's a website. It's
Oh.
where all of us, like cosplayers and people like that, used to be back in the day.
Oh.
It was like the main website for Germans back in the day for like any anime fans or like cosplayers, especially cosplayers and stuff like that. Like people could write fan fictions there, people could upload their doujinshis there, their fan art, like everything. It had like this super intricate system of all like uploading your media. It was amazing. Like you had folders for your different cosplays and stuff like that. It was actually an amazing site.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I never saw it.
It was like the main social media back then for everyone. Like there wasn't a scene in Germany.
I never really got that deep into anime until like relatively recently. I was very cringe about it in high school though, yeah. Gosh. Oh gosh, my Black Butler roleplay.
Yeah, let's go! Isn't that how
Yeah.
many content creators start out with Black Butler roleplay
It
content?
is. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose
Wasn't
so.
that like the first thing like Sea-Dog did as well?
Oh no, I think they did like Sebastian like prank call stuff.
Yeah, oh, I remember.
But Black Butler was pretty popular in Germany, right?
Yes, it was so big. It
Yeah.
always like from the moment it came out, it was like a big thing, and you could like find like on any like German convention, you could find a million Black Butler cosplayers. Like Koshi Tsuji was everywhere. It was crazy. I
맞아요.
used to cosplay it too, actually.
Oh, wait,
Oh god damn it!
which character? Which character?
We're not talking about that. No, no.
Which character though?
I cosplayed Ciel.
Oh, kawaii. Ma, it's fine. I can also tell you the character that I roleplayed as very badly. I think I even did
Yes.
like a German fan dub. I even did like a German fan dub of it.
Let's go.
I was roleplaying as Aloy's Translate. That was like my favorite character.
Oh
He
my
was the
god! Of course it was. He's a brat.
Yeah. Ita. I don't have the fan dub anymore, sadly, but I still have, and it's just for you to see, not for them, but I
Okay,
have
okay.
a super old video. I don't know how many years it's old, I'm gonna see, of me doing like a Love Life German fan dub of the Nico Nico Ni.
I'm so ready for that. I will not share with anyone.
I don't think you're ready. Okay, I'll show it to you. Let's see, that was uploaded 2018. Jeez, how many years ago is that? 5 years ago. Meet down. Oh gosh. Nani?
You're so cute.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're so cute.
Ah!
I want to adopt you. That was so adorable, man.
Nani? Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Ma, I was recording it with like my very, very bad like snowball blue USB microphone that I got like $30, and I didn't know how to do any like editing at all. So it's really messed up.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
Oh gosh.
It's my favorite thing I've seen in a long time.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, you know how in Germany, like I talked about this with some friends of mine from like other countries, but here, like a BL manga is over proportionately popular, right?
Which one?
Like as a category.
Oh yeah, Germans love that. Like if you go to like any bookstore, you find one wall just with BL manga.
Straight up, like in my local bookstore that I always go to, the shoujo section is like one little a thin little stripe of wall next to a huge wall of yaoi on both sides.
Yes.
So when I'm
but
trying,
it's so nice.
Nani?
It was like this ever since we started printing manga. At the beginning, we got like Naruto and stuff like that, right? Negative comment, stuff like that. But then, ever since they picked up on printing it, it was like this. And I'm a big fan of that, not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy about it. I remember going into a bookstore with my father. I barely have any contact with.
Oh no.
But going into a bookstore with my father, getting 2 of those, and they have those, sometimes they have those recommended for 18+ stickers.
Oh.
They're not like actually like only for 18 plus, but they recommend that it would be better if you're an adult when you read them. Like, and I remember picking several ones, and then going to the cashier, like, and then putting them down, and they were like, "Are you 18?" And I was like, "You don't need to be 18 to buy those." And she was literally looking at my dad and was like, "So I looked through some of those, right? And I strongly believe that you should only read those when you're 18. The things that they show in there, it's insane." I was standing there being like, my mind was like blown by how brave she was. And my dad just was like, I don't care. I don't really care. Just sell us the stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that woman was very passionate about it.
Wow, German yaoi fans are on another level. Recently at the bookstore, I saw a girl with like a shirt that said yaoi lover on it, just like staring at the yaoi section for like hours.
Don't do that, no. Oh no, I cringe too easily for that. I cannot do that.
Oh mama. What kind of children's series did you grow up with?
I had the perfect time to grow up, to be honest, because I was perfectly in that area, in that era where, like, when I was small, it would be Sailor Moon and Inuyasha and stuff like that. And then when I was growing older, it would turn into Naruto and One Piece and things like that, and it would all run on TV. So I was very lucky. I was just going with the anime back then, like, kind of growing up with it.
Yeah. I only found anime during like high school, so before that I only watched like Nickelodeon, Kika, and Super. And I always watched like what's it called? I always watched Wings Club after going to church. And
I love Wings Club.
I love Wings
has
Club.
Been there for a while. Yeah, it's great.
Oh my gosh, I really wanted to have like a Wings Club, like a CD, like a Hörspiel, when I was like 4 years old. And like it was like recommended for 6 years plus, and I straight up start crying in the store once I was able to read it, cause I was like, I want Wings Club CD. And my grandpa came over and he was like, 4 or 6, same number anyway. Here you go, have your Wings Club CD.
it's like the boys love manga. It's the same. It's the same.
Maybe not entirely, but I was like, oh my gosh, just regarding the age warning. Oh. So illegal, but I got my CD. I won't tell anyone.
You were such a smartass, and you still kind of were so adorably dorky. I love that.
Yeah, I was like the very like sheltered goody two shoes, pretty much.
That's so
like
sweet.
I once tried to like report my own parents to the police for letting me sit in the front seat of the car.
Your poor parents, man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm gonna call the police. What if the police sees us? You're gonna go to jail. And they were like, the police is not gonna see it. And I was like, but what if they see it? And they were like, they're not gonna care. And I was like, but I'm gonna tell them. And they're gonna care. And they're gonna care. And I'm gonna tell them. And I start crying because I was so scared of going to prison for sitting in the front seat.
I can't. That's so adorable, man.
Oh yeah.
What are the rules on that? Is it like 14 or a specific height?
I think it's a specific height because I remember being so proud once I was over that height.
Wow.
And what height is it again? I think like under 1,40 you have to get like a Kindersitz, right?
Oh, that could be it, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like really proud once I grew taller than that, but I didn't get that much taller than that, so you know.
Yeah, same, bro, same.
Ooh, high five, or well, low five. Low five.
Yeah, I feel you.
Ooh, Oh, did you ever get in trouble in school? Did you ever get like detention or punishment?
Yes, constantly.
Oh, for what? For what?
I was the kind of person who get a lot of blaue Briefe every year. So each year I was very close to not passing the class.
Oh.
Yeah, it was annoying. So every time I would do nothing until I get my blue letter, which is kind of like the thing that tells you your grades are so bad. If you do not better your grades, you will have to redo the grade. And so I would do that all the time until I get that letter, do nothing, just chill my life, and then as soon as I got that letter and got like a little bit of an angry mama at home, I started doing the bare minimum. Exactly the bare minimum to get through the grade until the next one. And then I would repeat that.
Oh my god.
I was min-maxing school life.
No way. Wow,
Yes.
that's an amazing strategy. Oh my gosh. I also have an experience with a blauer Brief, but it wasn't actually. It wasn't actually. I was a very good noodle. I was a very good student. And like my parents were pretty strict about it. Like if I had like all A's and like 1B, they'd be like, "Oh, good, I guess." But why'd you get a B in that, huh? You can do better than that. You can do better than that, right?
Bro.
And one time, I got like a letter from the school because I forgot to fill out like a formula, like a formula. What's that?
That's bureaucracy. I don't know, man.
I forgot to fill out like a sheet of paper for like an upcoming class trip, and like, I forgot it until like a day before the trip or something. And I got a letter like from like the school like saying, "Hey, you haven't filled this out," and like. When like I came home that day, like my dad was in the kitchen, he was so angry, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, Idy, we've received a blue letter from your school saying you did something bad." And I was like, "What? Me? Me?" And he was like, "Yeah, you didn't hand this thing in. You didn't hand this thing in, and they messaged us about it." And I was like, "No! Are you gonna kick me from school?" And he was like, "Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna do that."
Maybe?
I'm
What?
horribly disappointed. And I was like, "No!" Yeah.
My mom would have been so relieved if it was only the stupid letter for a school trip, man.
Oh my gosh. I remember one time I got like a FIA on my Cygnus.
Oh no. Oh no. And what?
Because I had a physics teacher who really, really hated me.
Okay.
Like the year before and the year after, I had a 1. So like it wasn't like I just didn't understand it, but just like the teacher really hated me. And I brought home my Cygnus feeling really ashamed, and my dad was like, "I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to tell anyone about that. I'm embarrassed to call you my daughter." And I was like,
It was a good grade for me. I can't.
Yeah, and I tried to run away from home.
So dramatic.
Yeah. I stole like $50 from like my father's wallet, and I packed like a little bag. And I went to my grandma's house, which is like right next to our house, like a
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're neighbors. My grandma lives right next to me.
I'm crying.
And I walked over there, and like my grandma, like they had like a little Schrebergarten, right? And I was like, "Take me there, take me there. My family no longer wants me."
Sorry. Oh, you were such a nice girl. You couldn't even properly run away.
I mean, I tried. I didn't know where to go.
You're so cute. Oh.
I was really, I mean, not that young, but, so
I feel you though. I feel you.
Yeah, my grandma talked me out of running away, but I kept the $50 and bought like a Playmobil set, and then I got in trouble for stealing the $50 and buying the Playmobil set.
No, you go get that bank.
Oh gosh.
I love that so much.
It was very traumatic.
4 isn't even that bad, man. It's like ausreichend, which means it's enough.
Yeah, my parents don't feel that way.
Oh well.
Yeah.
They would if you had a few 5s and 6s. Then I would be happy about the 4.
Yeah, maybe I should have just like
approach
lowered
it.
the expectations.
Yeah, that's how I did it. I had only bad grades all the way up until like my last 1 to 2 years when I went back to school. And then like I didn't do anything for school until those years, and then I got like the best abi you could get pretty much in my year. Yeah, it was I literally min-maxed my school education so much, it's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, she min-maxed her school career. That's the
Yes.
pro stat.
That's what I told my children that I tutored as well. Every time I would tutor them, I would be like, don't cry about that grade. You have so much time left to fix it. Don't worry about it. And then they were like, huh? What do you mean? I was like, yeah, I had the same grades. And they never believed me. I was like, yeah, I had the same grades. What do you think? I still got here. It's fine. And then they had a little bit more hope that everything will be fine.
Oh gosh. In your school, was there like one person that you really, really hated?
No.
No? No arch nemesis?
Like in like other kids?
Yeah, like, you know, someone who you just like really didn't like.
No.
No?
There were some people who didn't like me because I was an emo kid, and those weren't cool back in the day. But I never really hated them or anything. It was just kids being mean. That's normal. You always find mean kids anywhere, I guess.
Oh my gosh, you're a saint. You're a saint.
What? What do you mean?
I would have hated their guts.
No, I didn't care enough.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There was this one guy in my English class during like my last 2 years of school. I hated him so much. I hated him so much. We always got like into debates. And he was like a very popular guy, and I was like the shy, quiet kid, but we'd always like go at each other's throats during like English debates.
Oh, but I don't. You hated him for that?
Yeah.
Because I loved having like heated debates in class. I love that
too. But that guy was annoying. Like, yeah, he held grudges. Like, I'm completely fine. Like, you know, to sich fetzen with someone like in a debate and then like being cool afterwards. Like,
yeah.
Like we would do that in class, and then one time I held a presentation, with my friends, and like he like stood up, like, you know, the teacher was like, oh, so does anyone have feedback? And he was like raising his hand like, yeah, I do. And she was like, okay, go ahead. And he like stood up and he like started screaming like, everything you said was wrong. You portrayed it one-sidedly. This is irresponsible. It was a horrible presentation. You shouldn't even get a grade for this. And he just like went off like screaming for 10 whole minutes. And I was like, what is wrong with him? And then
show me this guy. I will get revenge. Show me this guy.
He was so mean. Cause like at the time I also had like my German like dubbing channel, and one of the kids from my school, they found it and they showed it to him. And then like he like for example, when I was like at the front of the class like telling something, he raised his hand and he was like, teacher, can we look something up on YouTube? It's really fun. It's about ID. And like I deleted my channel that day because I was like, oh my gosh, the heckin'. Like, yeah.
Show me that guy now. I feel a little murderous right now.
Yeah, I hated him so much.
I'm going to fight someone today.
Nah, please beat him up.
Yeah, I will, promise. I did beat up children in my life. I can do that again.
Yeah, the worst thing is that like in school, like the children who are like truly awful like that, like they get rewarded as long as they're popular. Like he got like several awards at the end of school, and like the headmaster gave like a speech like, oh, this is such a nice student, and you know, he always did like a lot of social engagement and was kind to everyone. And I was like, that guy bullied me. That guy bullied me. And he went to like Harvard. And I was like, if they knew. If only they knew.
They will know one day. I believe in karma.
You know, maybe. Nah. でもいいよ.
And I believe in my fists when I hit his little face.
Go hit his little face. Oh my gosh, he looked so funny. He had like a jaw like a Pringles can.
What?
He looked like the Giga Chat meme, but like with the filter, but like really, and like, oh gosh.
No. No, I'm intrigued, man. That sounds like amazing facial structures, not gonna lie. That sounds like a sculpture or something.
I don't know. It's like really over exaggerate like Giga Chat filter, like a huge chin, and I was like, oh my gosh, how's he gonna bully me when he look like that? Huh?
I can't, man. I never understood bullies. I don't.
Yeah, I didn't really care about anyone else. Like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping.
Yeah, mood.
Yeah, during my last like 2 years, I was like chronically insomniac. Like, I'd spent my entire nights like writing fan fiction and watching anime, and then I just fall asleep during class the entire time. It got so bad that like I slept through half of my classes, and like they were like, "Oh my gosh, Heidi, what is going on with you? Like, what are you struggling with? You can tell us."
Struggling.
And I was like, many deep problems that you will not understand. And they were like, oh,
Of the
gosh.
under kind. Yeah.
Oh yeah, kind of. They wouldn't understand. right? So like they sent me to like the school counselor, which was also a fun experience, like in German school counselor.
They are not like they spent money on those and they don't do anything.
Yeah.
They just sit there in the little room.
Straight up, like I went to the school counselor, and the counselor was like, "Okay, so describe your problems." And I don't know what I said.
I can't find any new fanfictions.
I said something like, "Oh, like people like coughing all the time in class. Like I can't focus on my exams." And they were like, "Coughing? You get set off by the sound of coughing? So if you hear a little child crying, and coughing, how does that make you feel, huh? If there was a baby, let's say, for the sake of the argument, there was a baby, and it was coughing, how would you feel?" And I was like, "What? What does that have to do with anything?" And she just got like super hyper fixated on little babies coughing. I don't know what was wrong with her.
Where did the baby come from? Why is there a baby in your classroom suddenly?
I don't know.
What? Yeah, sometimes a baby screams and I get annoyed because I'm not prepared for it mentally. Is that bad? No, the parents feel the same, man.
I don't know where that came from. I never brought up anything related to babies.
Maybe it was in baby fever.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe she was looking for your help by talking to you.
Oh my gosh, no. Demo, one time we were watching like a movie in class, and I, being a Streba, or well, formerly Streba, now turned into quiet manga kid, I sat like in the very front desk. Like my desk was literally touching the teacher's desk. It was the first period, the room was dark, and the movie, a really, really boring movie, was playing. And I only woke up when my head hit the teacher's desk. Not my desk.
That's such a mood. That's such a mood. Oh, I mean, I was kind of a Streber in my last year, I guess. And because I knew that I wanted to have at least good grades on my final, my final grades should be good, right? I want to go to a good university at least, or study something, I guess. So I would just, if I was very tired, I would stay at home and do whatever they did at school at home. Like my classmates would just send me everything and I would do it at home on my own. And my teachers were fine with that because my grades were good. So they didn't say anything because my grades were good. And if I was at school, I was like paying attention, taking part in class and stuff like that. So usually it was fine, but sometimes there was a very rare occasion where I was tired and at school.
Ah.
Because I was a very bad sleeper. I still am a bad sleeper.
Mhm.
And I remember falling asleep in French class once. Like,
Oh.
straight up falling asleep, like head on the table, out. Just out. Didn't even realize how it worked. Like, how did that happen? I don't know. And my teacher literally, she turned off the light and told the class to be quiet so I can sleep, and told them to speak quietly.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yes! she just let me sleep and turn off the freaking light.
Aw.
Yeah. The last year in school was very nice, not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, I was fighting for my life in that last year. Like, I could not stop myself from falling asleep. Which is still a problem because, like, I felt so bad. I felt so bad for my teachers because, like, in my chemistry lesson, I was, like, straight across from the teacher. She was at the front of the class. I was, like, a few meters away in the front row. And I could feel my eyes closing and I couldn't do anything against it. It was like my body already went like into like sleep paralysis and I could not do anything. And like I kept on like closing my eyes.
And you try to like keep them open with force, and it's like trying not to cough when you have to cough really badly.
It didn't work and like
it doesn't work. No.
I was just sitting there for half the lesson like all the time, and then like I tried like stabbing my own arm with like a pencil. I was like, okay, the pain will keep me awake. It did not. I
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. If you're sleeping, you can sleep through all of the pain.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! And after a lesson, she was like, "Hey, Heidi, what was that? What was that?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm tired."
Everyone has those days, though.
Oh, those days were like every time for me. For me, like even now in university still, I once sat like in the middle of the lecture hall. I made that mistake fairly in the front. And I held eye contact with the lecturer while I was falling asleep over and over. And trying to stay awake. And I felt so bad for that woman.
They're used to that. I recently talked to someone about it. Because back at school, they always said stuff like, oh, at university, you'll not be able to do that. You're not going to get away with that. But at university, everyone is chill.
Yeah.
You get away with everything.
Pretty much now. Like, they don't even do attendance, so, like...
it's not allowed anymore, I think. Like, doing attendance in, like, basic universities is I want to switch to German. It's forbidden, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like even in like my last semester, I only showed up for the end of the year exams. Before that, I was never there.
Let's go. That's how you do it. That's min-maxing, yes. I mean, of course, no. You have to. You have.
No. We don't condone that. No, yes. Go to all your lectures.
Yes.
Yeah, work hard. Go. Be there at 8 a.m. Only leave your university at like 11 p.m. as soon as the.
No, I never took the 8 a.m. courses. No, man.
Oh, we didn't have a choice. Like in my past major, we did because it was really popular. But in my current one, we don't have a choice.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And the lectures are at like 8:30.
8:30 is the earliest, holy guacamole.
They
No,
are.
I cannot.
They are, and I have to get up at 6 for them.
I had to do that when I was studying law, man. That was the worst.
Wow, you study law. Oh my gosh, impressive.
No, not anymore. Was too boring.
I still have business, but I stopped because it was
Business
very funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I
and
did not know
they are
well.
so elitist. I hate it, man.
Straight up. Oh my gosh. You know, there's some stories. Like, for example, one of my teachers was like, okay, so we'll do like a calculating example. But in the example, we're gonna do like a house you own. We're not gonna do like an apartment because we're not poor. We're not poor people. We don't have to calculate anything for apartments.
I guess I'm a poor person now.
Yeah, they were. Oh gosh, I
Yeah,
did
they're
not
very
get along
elitist.
with any of the people there.
They're very elitist, and I know they usually also have the best financial support from the university and the best sponsor, so they have the best buildings usually. And
Yeah.
it's this whole thing about no, I cannot. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, when I was in my past major, like all my lectures were like in the biggest like lecture hall in the center of the building. Super close, super central. Now like each lecture is like on a different side of the campus, and you have to like walk 20 minutes between lectures, and you only have 15 minutes between lectures.
It's because they bring in the money. The business the business people bring in the money, so they get the best buildings. It's so sad.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, we're already at university now.
Oh
How
yeah,
did
when did
that
we get there? We got there very fast. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh gosh. What's your favorite thing that you learned in university, huh?
Flunkyball?
Flunkyball. Oh gosh. I tried once during like the semester thing. Like where you all meet up and you try to get to know people, and I was like, okay, ID, this is your time. This is your time to shine.
Time to chug a beer. Let's go.
I will be social and make friends, I guess. And they were like, oh yeah, let's play Flunkyball, and I was like, oh gosh, I don't like beer. I do not like beer.
How could you?
I'm sorry, I'm not German, I'm sorry. I tried. I was very proud of myself for not throwing up after chugging it. I was very slow, yes, we did lose, yes, but I did not throw up.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
But there's very good beer out there, especially if you mix it with stuff. It's so good.
I mean, it was like cheap student beer in the middle of summer.
Oh yeah, they always
warm.
They buy the cheap one. The Fachschaften buy the cheap one, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. The rich Fachschaften might buy some better ones.
Yeah, no.
But I never was friends with the rich, the withdrawals. I was only friends with the poor
actually,
ones.
like the business Fachschaften, they were selling the beer. They didn't give it to you for free.
What?
They were selling it for $3 a bottle.
They have a budget for that. See, and this is why they have the most money, because they scam you.
Yeah. Like all the others handed it out for free. They were like $3. That'll be $3 per bottle.
That's such a no. That's such a big bitch move. No, I'm against this. Buy the cheap one and just give it out for free. You have a budget for that. If you are in a Fachschaft, you have a budget for that. Stop being greedy. They probably took your money and used it for themselves.
I mean, they're business majors.
Yeah.
What did you expect? What did you
Why do I even expect anything from them, man?
Yeah.
Makes me so angry.
Oh my gosh. Well, my current major is very cool. We get to learn about giving electric shocks to guinea pigs.
I'm scared.
Psychology.
Yeah.
I got my different lectures, like my subject is like G1 and it's like motivation and emotion, and like they teach you like, oh, this is why you feel demotivated sometimes, and oh, using this 3-step program you can help motivate yourself. And then I got like my other subject, G2, which is like learning and conditioning, and it's like, so we put this dog, we starved it for like 5 weeks, and we gave it controlled electric shocks whenever we gave it food. Now it really likes the pain.
Ari?
Yeah?
How I don't want to be rude or something.
Yeah?
But how did a Yandere fan decide to study psychology? What is that? What is that?
What do you mean about that?
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
What do you mean about that? Nani?
We're kind of telling about you.
What? Nani, what is it telling about me, huh?
Isn't it a little weird? Just a tiny bit? I mean...
No,
nothing. Moving on.
Miya-chan, you leave my masochism conditioning, okay? Or otherwise, I'm gonna masochism condition you.
I will stop. I'll be nice.
Good. Ma, anyway. Now. shit, all my exams coming up.
How long?
How long until my exams? 2 weeks.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
There are some subjects where I've never been in a single lecture, so I should probably maybe get started on that soon, but you know.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so
That's
too.
normal.
Yeah, people who go to those 8 a.m. lectures, they're overachievers anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to be an overachiever. You can be right in the middle. Learn from me right in the middle until you get the grades that are really important.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everything else doesn't matter.
Ma, they're also multiple choice exams, so it won't be that difficult.
Yeah, you just guess. You have to switch it up a little so you can hit the right ones if you're not sure.
Oh my gosh, you know, like, I was so appalled, like, whenever American high school students were like, yeah, so we did, like, our multiple choice quiz, and I was like, what do you mean multiple choice quiz? Our high school exams are, like, 6-page essays that you have to write in, like, 1.5 hours. What do you mean multiple choice? But now I'm like, yeah, multiple choice.
Abby was a thing.
Oh, right, where you... Oh, the LCAT.
We didn't even talk about Abby, right? Like,
oh no, we did not. Oh my gosh, the LCAT exams, the LCAT exams.
How do you call dyslexia for math again? Like if you cannot math right?
There's such a thing? I didn't know that.
That's me. I cannot math. I'm not able to properly math.
Yeah, me neither.
That's a big problem.
Oh gosh.
It was one of those. Math was one of those. Wait, did you know what happens? Do you know what happens on your Zeugnis when teachers cannot give you a grade because you never took a test?
No.
Or you never participated?
No.
I did that once.
Yeah?
I did that for sports, for PE.
Oh.
Sportunterricht. I never took part at it for like the entire 8th grade. Not once. I either had a migraine or was on my period or anything else. And I never was part of any like PE lesson ever. And you know what? On my Zeugnis at the end?
What?
Nicht feststellbar.
Oh, I heard of this, but I never
As a grade. That was so weird. Like when my family saw that, they were so confused because they have never seen that before.
Oh my gosh, I saw this once. Also in sports. My friends and I would always skip sports because we hated sports class. We really did. Our teacher was horrible.
Awful.
They made us like run laps in the summer heat at like 40 degrees Celsius, and like literally children would get taken away in ambulances because they would make us run that. Aha! We must have had the same sports teacher.
No, they're all the same in Germany. They're all the same.
True,
I remember I told them it was a very hot summer day and my allergies were extremely bad back then. And I told my teacher, I cannot run. I will pass out. I will bleed. I will die. I will literally die. And she was like, no, you run. So I was like, okay, I'll run. I'll run and prove you. And she was like, yeah, prove me. And I started running. And like, after like 5 minutes of running, I got the worst nosebleed of my life because of my allergies. And it was like blood was pouring out of my face like a waterfall. And my teacher almost got a panic attack because she didn't believe me. And I was like, well, I told you. I was like,
oh my gosh, you should have sued her. You should have sued her.
I was so angry, and the entire class was like, "She told you! She told you!" I was allowed to go home. That was nice. Going home was nice.
Oh my gosh, yeah, our teacher didn't care. Like, we had like 3 people pass out, like in the span of like a single week, and like all get taken away in ambulances. And my teacher was like, okay, well, they're gone. Keep running. Keep running. You guys keep running.
They love that. They love that. They love making you run in the summer heat. I don't know what it is.
They never ran with us. They never ran with us. They always
no,
just like
they don't
stood in
move.
the shade.
The only thing they do if you do Bodenton is they grab you on your ass. That's the only thing they do. Like they help you cross the you know? so you can get over the bock and stuff like that. You know? And so they
You
grab your
said
legs
that
and your
very
ass.
weirdly.
Sorry, I was not. They do grab. I didn't like it. I just don't like being touched by random teachers and stuff. So I didn't like it.
Oh gosh, demo. Yeah. So my friends and I would always like skip. But like at the end, like the teacher was like, okay, so for you guys, like I can't give you a grade unless you participate. So you know you're gonna get that in your sickness. And I was really lucky because like the last topic, like the very last topic was dancing. And dancing is my passion. Dancing is my passion. So that was the only grade I ever got. It was an A minus. And so I got an A minus in sports because that's the only grade I had.
That's better than my nicht verstellbar.
Wow. Oh my gosh, what was your... Oh right, about the Abiturprüfungen. What was your LKs?
BWL and VWL, which is Business and Volkswirtschaftslehre. Was ist Volkswirtschaft? More business. Business and business.
You have those subjects? Oh.
Yeah, because I did a Ausbildung, a apprenticeship, a specific German one before, which was had a business focus, so I could go to a school that also had a business focus.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. And then I had German, English, and math. So the worst of the worst. All together.
Wow. Oh, my LKs were German and English. I was really, really into writing.
Yeah.
And then my other three subjects were math, which, you know, mandatory, Spanish, and politics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice,
gosh.
nice.
In case you don't know, in German, like the final exams, you have your two main subjects, which are written exams, and they go for like 5 hours each.
Mine were all written, by the way. My 5, all written.
All 5?
All 5, yeah.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I wrote 3 of them, 2 of them were mündlich.
Oh no, I didn't have any mündlich. Oh, that was so bad. I almost died those 2 weeks.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
I had to bring so many snacks to survive.
Oh my gosh, I did not eat anything. Like, I just wrote like the full like 5 hours, like got a cramp in my hand like multiple times. Then I handed it
Yes,
in.
the cramps! The cramps!
Yeah, the arm cramps.
Oh, I remember those.
Oh my gosh, and I got really unlucky because for my German, like, you know how you always got like to choose from different stuff for your
Yeah, you have like those packets,
Yeah,
packets of topics, and you can like choose, and you can like throw away one of them.
Yeah, and like the one that I chose, it had like a expressionist poem interpretation. I still remember the name of the poem. It was called Vorstadt im Föhn. And I was like, Junge, was macht denn da der Föhn? Was macht denn da der Föhn?
I'm crying.
So for
what was the blow dryer doing there? What was it doing there?
Allow me to translate for our English viewers. So the poem was called what's Vorstadt?
Suburb?
A suburb in the hairdryer. Suburb in the hairdryer is what the poem was called. An expressionist poem from 1913. And I was like, what? They had hairdryers back then? I didn't know that. Turns out that Föhn, which is a hairdryer, can also mean breeze. It can also mean breeze. And I did not get that. So I wrote a whole exam
About the hairdryer.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
No, wait, let me try to find the Vorstadt im Föhn. Oh my gosh, I remembered the title right. Here it is.
Yeah, actually wrote about the freaking hairdryer.
Yes, here's the poem. Am Abend liegt die Stätte öd und braun, die Luft von gräulichem Gestank durchzogen. Das Donnern eines Zuges vom Brückenbogen und Spatzen flattern über Busch und Zaun. Bedeckte Pfade wirr verstreut, im Garten Durcheinander und Bewegung. Bisweilen schwillt Geheul aus dumpfer Regung. In einer Kinderschar fliegt rot ein Kleid. Oh gosh, I don't know where the phone comes in, but I was like, what?
Let me see. Blut, Flut, ertrinkt, sinkt. Oh, that's so depressing. Why is it so depressing?
Because it's expressionist. That's what they did.
Oh, being depressed?
Oh my god,
I'm an expressionist then.
I even got the year right. Oh my gosh, I said 1913. It wasn't 1913.
You studied well. You still remember.
I was traumatized by this thing. I
don't see a single... Oh, there! Die Föhne färben karge Stauden bunter.
I was like, what do you mean by Föhne? Was machen die Föhne da? I was trying so hard.
I don't really get the entire sentence, if I'm honest. What is Stauden?
The Stauden is like plants. They're like
Oh.
Yeah.
And why do the breezes dye the plants colorful?
I think it was like some kind of like industrialism stuff. Like, you know how expressionism was like a lot of times about industrialism? And like, you know...
It doesn't make any sense though.
I don't know. Here, wait, let's read the Inhaltsangabe, Analyse und Interpretation. Expressionistische Stadtlyrik. Elend, Not und Identitätsverlust in einer übertrieben deutlichen Darstellung geschildert.
Yeah, very übertrieben. Very übertrieben. Very depressing.
Yeah, oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that's such a long interpretation.
Oh, der lyrische Ich. I remember. I remember, man.
Oh, so it was about Industrialisierung. Die Technologisierung der Welt nimmt zu. Was wird das Individuum im nächsten Jahrhundert, vielleicht Jahrtausend, noch für eine Bedeutung haben? Werden alle Aufgaben von Maschinen und Computern erledigt werden, die miteinander kommunizieren? All diese Fragen sieht man sich konfrontiert, wenn man das Gedicht aus heutiger Perspektive liest. Oh my gosh.
Bro.
Das Gesicht.
That's way too depressing.
Yeah. Oh,
so
gosh,
did the computers take over the world? What do you say?
Did we take over the world?
Did we? I mean, VTubers are AI, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I got called AI so many times.
Yeah, we're AI. We are taking over the world. So that poem was right.
Yeah, oh my gosh. You know, sometimes like a video of mine will like oddly like get suggested in the algorithm to someone who doesn't watch VTubers. It's always like, ew, what kind of ugly AI thing is that on my screen? Like throwing up
that
emoji.
Happened to me again, like today. It happened to me again today. You can always see it like in YouTube. You cannot see the dislikes, but you can see them in YouTube Studio, and you can see it if the dislikes are like higher than normal. And today I was like checking out the short, and it had like only 70% likes and like 30% dislikes, and I knew, okay, YouTube showed that to the wrong people. Thank you, YouTube. You're scaring me. Don't show me to normal people. That's not good.
That's not who I'm meant for. Ew.
Yeah, I don't want any flesh tubers and any real normal people in my in my circle.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
I'll go in it. Huh?
I just opened Opera GX on stream and it had like a really weird booting up sound because I wanted to look something up regarding the YouTube dislike function.
What was it? I didn't hear it.
It was like two cuts and then like a guy yelling Opera GX. And I was like, what? Is that a thing?
Opera GX is scamming you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe Aura sent it over.
Yeah, blame Aura.
Oh, I'm
She was
sorry.
like, "Oh, you know what's the best idea for streamers when they open their browser and during the stream? Yeah, we need something loud."
Oh no, I'll tell her about this afterwards. Ah, oh my gosh. Ito, what was your like most difficult like abi exam?
Math. It
Yeah.
was so weird because if you do business, like the business exam is very math heavy, but it's fine. Like it's
Yeah.
math that makes sense because it's just like money. It's a real thing.
Money.
You can calculate money. Money is real. I can calculate that. But the moment it gets too weird and not like realistic anymore and too abstract, my brain starts lagging. Like the moment
Yeah.
I was fine with Kurvendiskussion. What is it called in English again?
Functions?
Yeah, function. I was fine with that because you only had to like you had a list of things you had to do and you just went through that list. That was fine. But then there was like statistics and stuff like that where I started struggling a little and I was like, okay, you can still do that. And then there was that thing with the 3D room. Like
vectors. Vectors.
Yeah, vectors. I don't know what I did there.
Oh, I was
sucked
so
so
bad
hard.
at vectors too.
Same. Oh, it was so bad. That was too much for me. 3D. Oh, my brain does not work in 3D.
Oh gosh.
I'm a 2D girl. I don't work in 3D.
I got so lucky because like the two Vorschläge, one of them was vectors, the other one was probability, and I was like, probability. I was unnaturally good at probability because I was really invested in like knowing my gotcha odds. So I was like uncharacteristically good. Like I wasn't that good at math, but like the teacher was like, "Oh, Heidi, you're really into this topic," and I was like, "Yeah, I need to know my Hutao pull rate. I need to know my Hutao pull rate."
Genshin existed?
Yeah, I mean it wasn't that long ago.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm so old.
Ah.
I don't think there were any gacha games back in my day.
I graduated last year. I graduated
Oh, yeah,
last year.
remember.
Of course,
Oh.
Genshin existed.
I'm so old, man. Someone save me.
Oh, I can save you, baby girl.
No, you're my child. You cannot do that.
Oh my gosh, I got child zoned. I got child zoned.
Yeah, you're my child. I adopted you, don't you remember?
Oh no. Oh, I think I struggled the most during my politics exam. Because like everything was going fine, It was like a mündliches exam, so like oral. And I messed up like a little bit. Like for example, I messed up EU and NATO. Like I switched the two up a couple of times, but it was fine. Like the teacher liked me, it was cool. But then it was like about the German election system, and like I had not studied that topic. Like I literally looked at my books like maybe like an hour before the exam, and I was like, yeah, good enough. I did not even remember that we had that topic because I was always sleeping in class, so I didn't remember anything about it.
It's such a stupid topic, too. Who cares?
Yeah, so like the only thing I remember is like some stuff that my father told me like when I was 8 years old about how he went voting, and I just like recalled all.
Oh, you were so young, you didn't vote yet, so you didn't even know.
Yeah, I voted for the first time this year.
Wow.
Ito.
Well, that makes it even harder.
Yeah, so I tried to recall like anything I vaguely knew and pass it off as sounding legit. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine, but you didn't say anything about the Zweitstimme, so can you tell me more about that? Like the second vote?" And I was like, "There's a second vote?" But I didn't say that, obviously. Like in my mind, I was like, "Oh no."
I would have said
I don't
that.
know. I don't know anything about a second vote. So I was like,
You just bullshit your way through it. You just invent a theory, and if it sticks, it sticks.
Oh, I went with slightly different strategy. I was like, oh my god, I studied for this for 2 weeks. I remembered this just before the exam, but I forgot. And they were like, okay, we can give you like a minute, so think about it. And I was like, no, I don't remember it. Oh no,
You
so
did
much
the
stress.
you did the tier card. Oh, come on.
And then like they went on to the next topic, and I still got 15 points, even though I didn't know that.
Bro! They really seem to like you.
Yeah.
I'm jealous now. Okay.
まだや, it's because I was Sheba. So they expected me to know it. They were like, yeah, sure, she probably studied it.
It's somewhere in their brain. It's somewhere there. We know that it's somewhere there.
I didn't know anything.
Plot twist, it wasn't.
Oh my gosh. That was my greatest crime throughout all of school history.
I thought the 4 was. And the running away. And the spending the $50.
Oh no, I mean like my greatest crime as in like the best thing I got away with, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're such an innocent little angel, man.
Nande.
I was the type of teenager who smoked secretly. You know? Yeah, I was a rebel. So I got away with a lot.
Oh my gosh, smoking.
Yeah, but back in the day, okay, I'm a little older. Back in the day, it was so normal, especially if you're what you said in a cook-off in a little village. Then it's very normal to drink early and smoke early, especially during nighttime. It got less popular over the years, actually, smoking.
Oh, drinking early? That I know, like all the popular kids in my school, like they got like picked up by ambulances from like the local Stadtpark, like at like 10 in the evening.
Yeah, drinking early is normal. Drinking early is very
really
German.
normal. I didn't participate, but that's normal. Demo. Actually, like a year before I went to my gymnasium, like they had like a major like drug ring bust there, which was pretty funny.
What?
Hey, Demo.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was a very exceedingly good child. Still am. I have a glass door to my room right now. There is no room for illegal activity here. So behave before my mama sees. Sometimes she watches me stream.
Hi, Mom. I swear I'm a good role model. I'm so sorry.
She says after telling me what she just told me.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was a rebel as a teenager. I was bad. My poor mom.
Oh gosh, you're gonna influence my poor young mind. And tomorrow I'm gonna dye my hair blue and live under a bridge. That's what my mom told me happens if you drink a single drop of alcohol before you turn 18.
But did your mom never drink alcohol?
Oh, my mom was partying.
She's a wine drinker, right? Wine?
My mom was partying all the time when she was younger. She was like completely passed out drunk in her high school. She got married at 19 years old to a guy
I
who
knew
she
it.
met
It's always those parents that's...
And now it's like, oh my gosh, Heidi. Oh my gosh, Heidi, if you drink... Like, even now, I don't drink often, but like once or twice I do like a drinking stream where like, oh, I play Elden Ring, but if I die, I drink. And like, my mom is like,
that's a good idea.
Oh my gosh, Heidi, you're not supposed to drink. You're turning into an alcoholic. And I'm like, Mom, that's the first drop of alcohol I've touched in like a year. And it's like a tiny little dose of pina colada. What do you mean?
I feel that. Nowadays, my mom is like, she always kind of, if we go like to a beer garden or something, because she loves those, she's always like, oh, do you want to drink something? And I'm like, no, I cannot digest it well. I got a little old. Like, because back in the day, I would be like, yeah, hell, Mom, let's drink.
Oh my gosh. My mom was the opposite. Like recently, last year during Christmas, like my aunt offered me like a glass of wine, which you know should be fine. I was 18 at the time.
That's when you know you're turning an adult. That's when.
Like my aunt offered it to me, and my mom looked at her like she was crazy, and she was like, "Why are you giving her that?" She was like, "Oh, she can have one, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want one." And she was like, "She's a child. She's a child. Why are you giving her that?"
Be a child.
Nah. Wow.
I love that. But wine is 16, so you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I mean, my mama still thinks I'm like 12, so.
just like a chat, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Recently I went to visit my friend Elia in London. And like, I told my mama that I wanted to go, and she was like, "No, you're not going. No, you're not going. What do you mean you're going? With some suspicious person off the internet?"
Suspicious person?
60-year-old man. I don't care if you think you know their voice. I don't care if you think you know what they look
it's a
like.
VTuber. It could be a 60-year-old man, right? We
Yeah,
all
my
could
mama
be.
was like, they're a 60-year-old man. I don't care if you tell me her name is Elia.
Elia,
That's gonna be a
60-year-old man
man
confirmed.
who's gonna steal your organs, and I'm never gonna see you again. I was like, what do you mean? And like, I had to like bargain with her, like, okay, I'll install a tracking app on my phone. I'll video call you like 3 times a day so you can make sure that my organs are still inside my body. But none of that was good enough, so I just like booked the flight myself and like just like I just went
all
off.
of the people, like the least sus person on the internet, out of everyone, like it's so funny.
No, so I just like I just went and she was very angry.
But was he a 6-year-old man?
No, Elia was a very cute girl, and we got mistaken for siblings actually, which was very strange.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We don't look that much alike. And like, it was
You
just a
also
random
sound very
person.
different.
Yeah, that's true. And a very like random person went up and literally like, "Hey, are you guys siblings?" And we were like, "What?"
Why do you even need to know?
Well, I guess we dress pretty similarly, I think. So
Hmm.
maybe that way. No.
Mm-hmm.
How high are you?
High? Like in drugs?
Tall. Shut up! Ito!
You confuse me so.
Ito! Tall! Tall!
Okay, tall. Sorry. Miya is 172. Mm-hmm.
Huge. Huge!
Very
my
tall,
gosh.
yeah.
Very tall, yeah. Oh my. Oh my. I'm 157, but only with my platform heels.
I'm 159 in real life.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're also wearing platform heels just like me and lying about your height.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm shrinking. I can only get smaller.
Ma, I should drink some more milk. I wish I could grow a little bit. Like a little bit.
Fruchtzwerge! You need to eat Fruchtzwerge.
Oh, I ate so many Fruchtzwerge as a child. I
same.
lived
Didn't help.
off of
Didn't help. Fruchtzwerg Eis. Oh, that was so good.
That was the best thing in summer. Oh my gosh, you knew it was gonna get lit when the Fruchtzwerge Eis ads came up on TV.
Yes.
Oh,
I need to do that again.
Oh my gosh, come over to my house. We can eat all the Fruchtzwerge Eis together.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
Ma, it was very good Fruchtzwerge Eis.
It was like both the taste, but also the texture. When that stuff was frozen, the texture was so good.
Yeah, it had such a like distinct taste. It was like, what can you compare it to?
If you get a boba over here, you can get yogurt boba or like smoothie boba, and they taste exactly the same.
Oh,
they taste like Fruchtzwerge.
Really? What magical
so
land is this? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I crave. I will climb in through your basement window to take your Fruchtzwerge.
I will invite you to some one day.
Wow. Sigurd, what's your go-to boba order?
Normally just like very basic tea with tapioca. But if I go there, I take the yogurt and I go like either mango or raspberry. I love raspberry. I think raspberry is a great flavor.
Oh, that's nice. I usually go for caramel milk tea with boba. Tapioca.
Yeah, I'm very basic with that too. Like just some type of milk tea, some tapioca, and I'm happy usually.
Wow. There's like this one chain restaurant that's like all over Germany, I think. It's like a Japanese chain restaurant, and they have the most delicious thing ever. It's green tea ice cream. It's the best. You should try it someday. Tasty.
What's the chain?
I think it's called like Mush Mush. Mosh mosh.
I'm not sure if I've seen it. I think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's in like a bunch of cities. Yeah.
I need to look into this.
I will help you look into it. They are like a peanut ramen broth, which is the best. It's good.
No.
Unless you're allergic to are you allergic to nuts?
No.
No?
I hate peanuts more than anything.
Eh? Well, they also got really good like coconut curry. I like coconut curry.
I don't like coconut that much. But in curry it's fine. And for curry it's fine.
Okay, you better.
Because I like sweet curries or like very creamy curry. Curry that's not spicy. Like more like the creamy curry, like the children curry with the cheese and the egg and stuff.
The children curry.
Yeah, I like that.
Wow. Oh mama. Oh mama. I like spicy food, but it makes me cry.
You do? I cannot digest that. I will spend my entire day on the toilet if I eat that.
Oh my gosh. We have a local like a Korean restaurant. And their tteokbokki, which is like rice cake, is more spicy than it actually is in South Korea. I don't know why they go so crazy on it.
I always see it and I always want to eat it because I know that I would love the rice cakes. But I cannot eat the spice. I cannot do it.
Yeah, usually I don't like the spice that much. Well, I do like to eat it, but sometimes it's a bit much, like especially if you get like those samyang, those like nuclear fire noodles.
Oh yeah, I cannot eat those.
They taste yummy, but it's so spicy. So what I did is like, you know, the only tteokbokki they sell in like the Asian Mart near me is like with that ultra spicy sauce. So I just buy it, and then I eat it with my own sauce, which is rosa sauce. I got it straight imported from South Korea. So good.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, someone may or may not have bought like 10 whole packets, like 10 whole containers of that kind of ramen from South Korea to save on shipping costs. Someone may have a few hundred packets of ramen they could give you. Someone.
Understandable. But I have a big collection here I can choose from. It's fine.
Oh,
I can just go out and buy.
What's your favorite go-to ramen?
Whatever is not spicy.
Oh, I really like Shin Ramyeon.
No, Shin Ramyeon is probably too spicy for me, sadly.
Oh, German tongue. German tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, I always joke that I like baby food. Like, I like soft foods, sweet foods, anything that's bland, because my belly can digest it.
Oh my gosh, I got a really, really nice food selection at DM for you. It's called Hip Baby Brei.
Yeah, that's delicious. I don't buy that usually, but yeah, I like. I like. I had a phase as a teenager where I would eat that instead of like yogurt or something, like the sweet ones, not the like meal ones, but the like fruit.
Well, I suppose it would be more nutritious than just yogurt, I guess.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's pretty delicious. Like if you get like just some mushed up fruit, it's actually delicious.
Oh. We're getting into the baby pie mechanics. Oh my gosh, how did we get here? How did we get here?
I don't know, we were talking about school. And fanfiction.
And that, don't mention that. They don't. Oh my gosh, they already remember like all my fanfiction preferences or like all my manga preferences. Like I mentioned it once, like offhandedly, and they have like a list of all the mangas I've ever mentioned. And
I need to do that because I cannot find the fanfictions I need in my life. So I need to outsource to the community. Like I will give you all of my preferences and you look up the fanfictions for me. Thank you.
Sugoi. Oh my gosh. What kind of, well, aside from yaoi, what kind of manga do you read?
I do kind of love boys love stuff, yeah, I do. Like in fanfictions as well. I do love all types of romance, actually. Doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. Romance is nice.
Ah.
Let me think. For manga, One Piece is my favorite.
Oh, One Piece.
Hmm.
That's not very romance.
No, but it's nice. I usually keep up with it nowadays. I caught up with it
Oh.
again, so now I try to keep up with it. I need to catch up on like 2 chapters or something. And I really like it's so hard. I don't read a lot of manga actually. I recently got into manhwa a little.
Oh yes, I read a lot of manhwa. I read
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
need to
manhwa.
send me your recommendations, please.
I have so many. I have so many.
Yeah. I already got a few. I need to prepare a list so I can go through all of it. So please send me your stuff.
I yes, I have. I have many, many, many on my reading list. Oh gosh. You know, I like well-written shoujo stuff, but sometimes as my guilty pleasure, I read like the really, really wacky stuff.
Yeah, the trashy stuff.
Yeah, like the one that's called like, "Oh gosh, don't bite me, Mr. Bossy CEO," or like the one where she goes like to an alternate animal world and she's like, and like she meets like snake people and has like snake children and like she lays eggs and stuff like that, which is like a shoujo
Yeah.
manga.
Okay. I was kind of filling you on the first example, but the second one is that's special.
Yeah, it is kind of special. It starts out very, very normal. So, and then like you're like 20 chapters in and you don't know what happened, and then all of a sudden like she lays eggs and you're like, huh, how did we get here? Huh, how did that happen?
And you keep reading?
No, I think I stopped after the eggs.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, that stuff does go crazy. That stuff does go crazy. Shoujo manga writers are on something different.
I don't think I read a lot of shoujo actually. Like, I don't think I ever read a lot of that.
I can fix that.
You have to send me your ex. I read anything anyways.
Gibi, if I send you my recommendations, you are legally obligated to not infer anything about me as a person from those recommendations. It's probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah. Don't worry, I have the weirdest taste.
Okay, I shall receive your recommendations in return.
I will see if I can find something good because my taste is very weird. Okay.
Oh, don't worry, mine is also very weird. We'll see.
Okay,
we'll see.
okay, perfect.
We'll see.
I should send you one of my favorite fanfics from my teenage years.
Oh.
Like a German one. Just for fun. I should send it to you. I remember it had a like at the end when it was finished, the author made it into a PDF. Like with real chapters and everything. And they also had like since there was a band in the fanfiction which were playing like cover songs, they had an entire playlist of all of the songs that were played and stuff like that. Like there was some good shit. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, in return I can send you my favorite fanfictions. I'm not as much as of a fanfic reader now, but I still have like two that I keep up with. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. One time I accidentally became a famous fanfiction writer. Like my fanfiction was like the #1 trending on the website with like over 100,000 likes, and I was like, what? What? I felt horrible about it too, because at the time I had like 2 active fanfictions. One of them was my pride and joy, like 5,000 word chapters with like a complex, like self-made magic system. It was the best. And then the other one was just like a 1,000 words a chapter, like completely like meaningless. I don't know. I just felt like it writing it, and that was the one that got famous. And I was like, no, you're horrible at recognizing true art. How dare you like this piece of garbage?
Delete. You won't get anything.
I did delete it because I felt so frustrated. I deleted both of them.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I was very dramatic about it.
Well, understandable.
Understandable. Have a great day. Oh my gosh. We went through a lot of topics.
Yes, we did.
Uh, so guys, do you feel like you understand anything about German school now? I feel like
Did we even talk about German school?
this ended up as more of like a fan fiction preferences tangent halfway through, but demo, ito, you know everything now, right? If we gave you like a quiz, like how many years is like German primary school? What kind of 3 German secondary schools are there? You'd know, right? We totally
How many
talked about all of
languages
that.
do you need to go to university?
Wait,
How many it said?
you have a required amount?
Yeah, you need to at least speak 2 extra languages to go to university.
Yeah, but
Like
that's like
normal.
just like what you do, like in high school, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
But that's not normal.
What do you mean that's not normal?
Like, if you go to the Realschule, you can... I didn't take any French lessons or Spanish lessons or anything like that. I only had English.
Oh,
Yeah, I only had English. So when I went back to school to get my abi, I was missing all of those hours of 1 extra language.
oh.
Yeah, so I had to retake them, and had to go to school for longer in the evening to get extra French lessons.
Oh my gosh, the evening French lessons. Ah, that
The
sounds
evening
like a
French
nightmare.
lessons. And the teacher was so nice about it because she knew that it was a nightmare. So she tried to make it as comfortable as possible for us. She was really sweet. Sometimes we would go to the movies and watch a French movie with subtitles, and sometimes we would go and eat something French to kind of mix it up
Oh.
because she felt so bad for us.
Oh, that's nice. Oh gosh.
Yeah, she was so sweet.
We had Spanish class, and the one cool thing we ever did was we went to watch the movie Coco when it came out in cinemas. Or well,
Aw.
actually, I think it was like a while after it came out, but they made like a one like Spanish showing of the movie in our local cinema
Oh,
for
that's
like
so
our class
sweet.
group. And I started bawling. I was full on crying my
I cried
eyes
so
out.
hard, and for Coco I
I-
cried so hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sobbing like during and
Yeah.
after the movie, and like some teachers came over to
Yeah.
me and they were like, "Are you fine?" And I was like, "It was so sad."
It is so sad.
so
It's like
sad.
celebrate death, and we're like, "Ah, celebrating."
Yeah, I was crying the entire time, and when they started like singing
Yeah.
like "Recuérdame," like "Remember Me," I was bawling. I'm like a
Yeah.
crybaby anyway. Like I cried during Ratatouille.
I find one moment in each movie to cry for, at least. Like, it doesn't matter which movie, there will be one moment I will cry.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
I get you.
I cried during Ratatouille. I cried during Finding Nemo. I cried during Train to Busan.
It's normal. It's normal to cry.
Yeah. We're very in tune with our emotions.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, look at us. My friends did make fun of me for crying during Ratatouille though.
No, there's nothing weird about that.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, why are you crying, Heidi?" And I was like, "He wants to be a chef, but he can't because he's a rat. That's
Sad.
horrible."
I would be sad if I was him.
You would be sad if you were a rat.
Yeah, I would kind of be happy too, but yeah, I would be sad.
Ma, yeah. Oh gosh, I'm too empathetic for my own good. I also cry reading manga.
I always cry. I even cry reading books. I remember driving to school in my last few years of school, and I had, like, for the second to last year, I had to take a train for an hour to get there and an hour to go back. And I would always read books. Like, I would read 12 books a month, each month, because I was constantly
Wow.
reading books during that time. And I would sit in a train, head above my book, like sobbing, like tears on the pages, making the pages wet,
Oh,
like
no.
sobbing my eyes out. And all of the people around me, they were so used to it because they took the same train every day to work and stuff. They were so used to it to see me there sitting with my book sobbing. It was so bad.
Oh gosh, did someone ever approach you about it? Like when you just started out your sobbing journey?
Sometimes they gave me like a tempo, a tissue. They gave me a tissue, and I was like, "Thank you." And then I kept
Aw.
reading.
うわー、すごい。 I also often cried on public transport. That's what I talked about in my last Germany 101 stream.
It's comforting, but also embarrassing.
Mm.
Like, it's kind of comforting to cry on a train because it gives you this entire, like, listening to depressing music, looking out the window vibe. But also people see you, so it's a little embarrassing.
Oh gosh, yeah, I got very embarrassed about crying on the train.
But how could you not cry in the Deutsche Bahn?
Oh, okay. So we'll take this as like a little bonus for the end because it's not really the topic of the stream. It was the topic of the last stream. But Miya, Mareena,
Yeah.
share with us your worst Deutsche Bahn encounter.
Every single one.
But you have to pick like the top worst, the one that makes foreigners go what?
When I was a teenager, I used to cosplay. I was back in the day. Most of the conventions were a lot smaller still, like, but it's still the conventions we know not nowadays. Just smaller. So, but I was living on more like the edge of Germany, so I had to. Usually, most of them are in NRW, Nordrhein-Westfalen,
Yeah.
in the state up there. So I had to drive up there a lot with the train to get to my friends and cosplay. It was the worst times of my life to be in those trains there, because you were carrying around those big suitcases with your cosplays. They were heavy. You had all of your cosplay stuff with you, and you had to take like 10 trains to get there because you have to like switch trains a million times.
Umsteigen.
And then umsteigen. And then the suitcase is heavy and you have to umsteigen, and you cannot miss the train station where you have to switch trains. But if your train you're in runs late, you're scared of missing the next train. And you have everything planned out. I always printed my entire plan for the trains out, and I was always staring at it, and I was staring at my phone, and I had like a million alarms going off for when I need to get out of the train and switch trains, and then I had to like carry that suitcase across the train station, stairs down, stairs up, and then I was running for the next train because I was late, and the next train wasn't even there yet. Because that one was running late too. There was this big cycle of running after the trains with your huge suitcase, and then like not crying about it because it was so bad. It was so bad.
Aww.
Every single time.
Oh, mama, that sounds like a nightmare. Oh,
it was a nightmare. Like, I was always so excited for the conventions, but I was dreading the ride there for months. Every time. Like, I knew, okay, this convention will be in that month. I need to ride the train. And this convention will be in that month. Oh, I need to ride the train. It's always I feared it. It was like a big fear. And it's so uncomfortable because you can't really go to the toilet. It's disgusting. And so you had to ride for hours without going to the toilet and switching trains, and then I don't know. It was really bad.
Oh, that does.
Especially if you had to poo. Oh. Pooping on a train is the worst.
The answer is you don't. Whatever you do, you do not.
What if it's diarrhea?
Nade.
It's so bad. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It was those times, you know.
You know, because I live in a kukaf, like I don't even have a university in my town.
Yeah,
so
same.
I need to take like a. Usually the train ride is only like 10 minutes, like just like the pure train drive. But there's two problems. First of all, the track that the train goes on is like always under construction every single year. And the train that goes where I need to go is the dog of all trains. Like whenever another train wants to pass by, it's like, Ja, Entschuldigung, wir müssen jetzt warten, bis dieser ICE hier durchfährt. Dauert jetzt noch ein paar Minuten.
It's the Omega train.
Da kommt noch ein ICE. Ah ja, wir stehen jetzt hier eine Weile. So it's like that every time. Like we get passed by at least like 5 ICEs like each time.
Do you ever get close to the Bahnhof and then your train is like, yeah, we cannot drive in there. There's no Gleis for us, so we have to stand here for a while and wait.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, so last year during summer, I wanted to go home from uni. Like, I was at the train station ready to take my train at 2 p.m. And I ended up my journey at 9 p.m. at a random train station in the middle of nowhere. And they said through the speakers, hello, there will be no trains going from the station anymore today. Sorry, folks. And I was like, what?
How do I get home?
Yeah, my mama had to pick me up.
Yeah. I had that happen so much when I was riding to that school. Like, where trains would just not drive anymore, and I had to call my mom and be like, Mom, I'm sorry. Or that one time, I had to drive to school, and we have something, when the trains don't drive because of weather or something, we had Schienenersatzverkehr.
Ah, Schienenersatzverkehr, yes.
So you got a bus, but you didn't know where the bus would come to, how to find that bus, what the bus even was looking like, why a bus, like what type of bus is it? You didn't know anything. You just knew there is supposed to be a bus somewhere that is supposed to bring me to where I want to go, apparently.
Yes.
So I remember that one morning I had an English exam in my first what is it called again?
Period?
Yeah, first period. Thank you. And my train was not driving because of weather. And there's supposed to be a Schienenersatzverkehr. I always took the train that would make me get there 1 hour early because I didn't trust the train. So the Schienenersatzverkehr took like an hour at least. And then I was like driving along in this bus, like going one bus station to the next, and it was so slow, and I was losing my mind. I was losing my mind in the stupid bus, waiting for my exam. I was starting to be a Streber there. I was starting to become a nerd, so I wanted to write a good grade. And the moment I got in, they were already writing the exam. I got in there. I grabbed the exam. I sat on my desk. I saw the topic. The topic was pros and cons of öffentlicher Nahverkehr, so of trains and buses and everything like that. And I wrote the most passionate essay about trains and buses in my entire life. I got an A.
Nice.
I got an A that day. I was like, it was destiny. I had so much passion in that essay.
Sugoi. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
It was one of my proudest school moments. Yeah. Coming late and then getting an A because the topic is just was in my bones in the day.
Wow, amazing. And we made the connection back to the school.
Yeah, welcome back to school.
Full circle.
Yes.
Ito. This was our wonderful German school stories.
Let's go.
With some fanfiction and Deutsche Bahn on the side. That totally didn't become the main topic of the stream. No, sir, it would never. It would never. No one measure the time we spent talking about fanfiction as opposed to the time we spent talking about school. Demo! Yes. Demo! Thank you so much for coming by. Ito. And thank you, Miya, for being here. Tell them something.
Thank you for having me.
Tell them something. You got any cool upcoming streams, any cool upcoming events that you want to share?
I might get monetized soon, so I might do a karaoke stream to celebrate it soon. And I might cry a little.
Yay! Cry a little! You heard it here first. She's going to cry. Go to her channel to watch her cry. Go do it now. Yay!
I'm not crying right now. Don't.
Then you better start doing it soon, huh? You don't want to disappoint them, do you?
Okay, I'm sorry. I will cry.
Good, you better. Mada, yeah, you promised some tears, you gotta cry. Damn. Arigato! Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for sharing your very non-traumatic school experience.
Yeah.
And... Arishiteru? What's your usual goodbye saying?
Bye bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye bye.